BBC Television presents...
Hancock.
Why the long face, Hancock?
I've just had a letter from Madame Tussauds, Sid. They're getting rid of Tony.
What? Tony Bennett? I'm in his fan club, they can't do that. Or has some nutter stabbed your waxworks again? Is it still in there?
Well, it was, but the waxworks of me is no more, Sid. It's been withdrawn. It's like a piece of me has died. I waxeth priestless, and now I waneth.
That's a bit offhand of Madame Tussauds. You're not dead. They could have waited.
I might as well be, Sid. They say I'm not relevant anymore. The nerve of it. Not relevant. Classy, funny situation comedy, not relevant. They're used to imitations, that's the trouble.
I agree with you there. You're a star. They can't do that. You're the most relevant person I know. Apart from Barbara Windsor, that is.
Well, thanks for saying that, Sid. It's times like this you need friends to rely on, who will cheer you up in your hour of need, when you're at your lowest ebb and the tide's gone out.
Yes, that's Barbara Windsor, and then there's Kenneth Williams, and Bernard Bresslaw, and...
Thanks for nothing. How can you compare me with Bernard Bresslaw, the great lummock? Neither of them are in Madame Tussauds. Just don't try and cheer me up anymore, Sid. It's not working.
I know. We'll start a campaign to get your waxworks back.
Yes, what a good idea. You and me could buy Madame Tussauds and start our own company, Monsieur Hancock's. I'll build a collection of classic figures around myself. It will be a whole new board of wax.
That's a bit strong. I was thinking more about a few phone calls and a couple of emails.
No, that won't do any good. I've already tried that. I'm due to be melted down next Saturday, Sid. I can just see the rivulets of wax rolling down me little face like tears.
What's your figure going to be turned into then?
Who knows, Sid? A couple of cheeky girls, perhaps. Or a Gemma Collins.
I told you were putting on weight.
Yes, Sid, Madame Tussauds rang me up and made that lame old excuse that there's a shortage of wax because of the no-deal Brexit. I ask you, Wax, have we no bees in the UK? What are they doing? Sitting around making honey or something?
Bad luck, mate. Still, you've had a good run in there. 10 years, isn't it? 1 million visitors have seen you motionless and expressionless. Hold on, 100 million viewers have seen you motionless and expressionless on Hancock's.
Yes, I suppose so. A decade isn't bad, and they haven't made one of you, have they, Sid? I heard it's because they couldn't fit all the wrinkles on it.
So very much. Now you're making me feel bad too. I suppose I'm irrelevant as well.
It still doesn't make any sense. The show's still running and I'm a comedy legend. I go into Madame Tussauds every time I'm in London and I go and chat to me waxworks. It's the only decent conversation I get. Tone always agrees with me. He gives me a little nod and a wink sometimes, a friendly smile, and I give him a little pat on the head.
So you're quite mad then? Don't worry, Hancock, you've still got me to chat to.
A dummy you might be, Sid, but you're not on the same wavelength as my Tony. No, it's tantamount to murder, killing off Tony like this. He's my best friend.
You don't really call it Tony, do you?
Of course I do. What do you think I'd call it, Cuthbert or Nigel?
You could have called it Sid or something.
That's your name. How on earth could I call me after you?
I would.
Yes, I'm going to call over Hattie, Jacques and Kenneth Williams. We might find a way to save Tony Hancock.
What? Save you?
No, the waxworks, you dummy. No wonder they didn't make a waxworks of you in case people thought it was a lot brighter and stuck it in a carry-on film.
You know I live on the top floor of Farley Court near Madame Tussauds. I drop in there once in a while.
Jolly good, Kenneth. Do you drop in to see me?
No, all the other ones though. I see enough of you as it is. I close my eyes and walk straight past you. You're the one that gives me a nasty look.
Yes, I told him to.
I've been thinking, why don't you go to Madame Tussauds, Tony, and swap places with the waxwork figure? They'll never notice.
Yes, good idea, Hat. Wait a minute, they'll realise it's me and put the Waxworks Tony Hancock back.
Yes, but Sid, Kenneth and myself can smuggle it out and take it back here.
What shall I say when they discover I'm the real me, though?
All you have to do is say you've come to life at last. It's about bloody time. I'm fed up with you and Hancocks with the same facial expressions. You can be very stiff, you know.
Hey, looks like you've come up with a good plan, Hattie. We'll walk out with the waxworks, pretending he's Hancock, and Hancock can stay there pretending he's Hancock, which it is. They'll never notice the difference.
I can't stay there for the rest of my life, Sid. What happens if I want a pee?
Oh, don't worry, it's only until Saturday, and then they'll melt you down and squash you into Gemma Collins. Oh, enjoy it, you won't.
No, that's no good. They'll find out I'm real when I start screaming. I'll have to get out of Tussauds as well.
Once we're safely away, Tony, you can walk out, and they'll think they're seeing double.
Well, here he is, Tony Hancock in all his glory. I could get on with him, he doesn't say nothing. Got a cheeky little twinkle in his eyes, too.
Yes, but take it from me, Sid, he doesn't like you very much.
Watch out, it's the Rozzers. I'm off.
You're going to have to make yourself scarce as well, Hancock.
Which one of us are you referring to, Sid?
The good-looking one.
Well, why are you looking at him then?
Because he's the good-looking one, and I prefer looking at him rather than you. Anyway, he can't make himself scarce, but you can.
Good evening all. I'm investigating a burglary. The theft of one dummy per se.
Oh, there are no dummies here, officer.
Oh yes, I don't know about that.
What's this dummy look like, officer?
Oh, some old has-been actor, Tony Hancock or something, whoever he is. Wait a minute, I've seen a photo. It looks like him over there.
Tony who? Never heard of him.
Well, who's that sitting at the table then with the hat on? He looks a bit guilty if you ask me.
Oh, that's my brother. I've come to stay for the week.
Oh, it is him. What's his name?
He's Tony Hitchcock.
Ooh, that's a coincidence, isn't it? Oh, Tony Hitchcock, you say? Sounds an awful lot like Tony Hancock, and he looks like him too. You're not messing me about, are you?
I'm afraid I can't see the similarity myself, officer. I think you've been working too hard. Take the rest of the day off.
No, I'm going to have to go with my intuition. I'm going to have to take that one back to Madame Tussauds.
No, don't do that, officer. I wasn't telling the truth. Oh, he's the real Tony Hancock.
Oh, is he? Oh, sorry, sir. Oh, you just sit there. Accept my humble apologies. So, where's this waxwork figure? Stop messing me about.
Oh, we ain't got him. What makes you think we've got him? Haven't Madame Tussauds got Tony Hancock the waxwork figure?
I'm afraid they've lost him, sir. Some people came in and stole him. Madame Tussauds said there's been a lot of argy-bargy about getting rid of the dummy. And then we were called in. You sure it's not him? He doesn't say much, does he? You're not deaf, are you, sir? You're not deaf, are you, sir?
Hold on there, Constable. You can search the house if you like.
I will. I'll find him. I bet he's here, right under my nose somewhere. I'll sniff him out. What does wax smell like?
Well, he's definitely not in this room, officer. Let's search upstairs.
Oh, come on, I didn't get up with the fairies, you know. You're trying to distract me.
Psst, Sid, get the policeman to look out the window, then remove Tony.
Come here a minute, officer. Look out the window. I think I can see the waxworks in the front garden. It looks like he's making a getaway.
Oh, wait a minute, I can't see nothing. He must have run off. I'll have to pursue him. Nobody move. Keep your hands where I can see him. Well, the dummy won't. You lot stay here, especially the quiet one.
Yes, hello. Tony Hancock at your service, officer. Have you found that flaming waxworks yet? Very mysterious. If I see him, I'll let you know.
So you found your tongue at last? I was beginning to get suspicious that you weren't the real Mr. Hancock, but the dummy. No, I caught him outside. He can't move very fast on account of being a waxworks. I've apprehended him. He's in the back of the van.
Sid, I told you to hide him. Ha ha!
Oh, Tony, you've given the game away.
Yes, I thought you were trying to make a fool of me. But don't worry, I don't really care. I'll tell Madame Tussauds you haven't got him.
Well, you could always take the real Hancock with you, officer. He's an even bigger dummy.